Hello, today we're going to review how to break down a prompt so that you're ready for the FPMA 3, which I won't be able to help you with, and also the FSA that you'll be taking in February. Remember that we have to be ready to be able to write an essay either for expository or argumentative. It's going to be one or the other. I don't know which one because they don't tell me, so we just have to be ready for either. So here's the prompt. This is the one about Christopher Columbus that we worked on last week. So here it is. A long-time mystery may have been solved when an underwater explorer believed he discovered Columbus's lost ship, the Santa Maria. However, many people question whether or not it really is the famous ship. Write an explanatory essay that details why it's difficult to confirm historical discoveries. Remember, your response must be based on ideas and concepts and information that can be found in the confirming discoveries passage set. That's a lot of information. This last half here is just telling us, base your response on the articles that they've given you. Don't go quoting some other thing that you're doing from memory that you have no source for. Here it's just giving you some tips. And then also here another, some more tips about how getting evidence from from multiple sources. So from the sources that they've given you. So let's go ahead and start. The first tip I told you was to read the prompt and stop when it tells you to do something. So when it tells you to do something, that's when those red lights are going to go off in your head like a siren, and you're going to know that the sentence that you need to steal from is upon you. Okay, so let's go ahead, and it says, a long-time mystery may have been solved when an underwater explorer believed he discovered Columbus's lost ship. Who cares? Santa Maria, blah, blah, blah. However, many people question whether or not it really is the famous ship. Okay, there's nothing there telling me to do anything. Oh, well, now it says write. So, okay, it's telling you to do something. That's when you should start kind of waking up here and seeing that that is where it's telling you to do something, and that's probably where you're going to have to steal from. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that whole entire sentence, just so I don't lose my place where I knew what that most important sentence was. So all that stuff I'm going to need for either my controlling idea or my argumentative, which would be a claim, is in there. Okay, so remember from a couple weeks ago we did our TAP, topic, audience, purpose. So let's do that now. Okay, topic. Okay, I'm writing an explanatory essay about what? Why it's difficult to confirm historical discoveries. So why is it hard to prove that this is something historical? Okay, so my topic is actually historical discoveries. Okay, very good. All right, so what's my audience? Well, this just goes without saying. Okay, I don't even need to really look at the prompt. If you're going to be writing an essay for school or college or for the FSA or even for me, the audience is going to be a teacher or a professional community. Okay, so you want to use professional language. Okay, so don't say duh, like, lol, none of that stuff. Okay, and don't speak directly to the reader. Don't drag the reader into your essay, and don't put yourself in there. Don't put you or yourself in the essay. What does that mean? That means if I were you and I were writing, I wouldn't say, have you ever wondered why? No, you said the word you. You're dragging the reader into the essay. Don't say, I think, blah, 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 blah. No, you're putting yourself in the essay. So what do? How do you handle that? Instead of saying, have you ever wondered, replace that with like people. People may wonder. Okay, instead of saying I think, you can say some people think, or one may think. Okay, you could say they, they, them. Don't say we, me, are, none of that stuff. So these are the no words. Okay, so don't use slang, texting language. Okay, don't use you, me, I, we, us, none of that stuff. If you say we, us, you're dragging yourself and the reader into your paper. They don't want you to do that. Okay? And then the purpose, let's see, let's go back to there. The purpose is, it's either going to be to explain or to argue. Okay? One or the other. There are other purposes. Okay? There are a bunch of other ones. But for what we care about for this, it's either going to be expository, explanatory, same thing, or argumentative. The reason that's important is because argumentative requires a counterclaim, so it's a little bit more involved. There's an extra step you need to do to get maximum points. Okay? But in this case, take a look. It's saying explanatory. I can almost see the word explain there. Okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and put explain. Remember, it's either going to be explain or argue. Okay? They could also say inform. Inform, explain, all that's the same. Okay? Inform and explain are the same. Argumentative stands apart. Okay? And then another thing you can do to help you stay on track, you can look for verbs and subjects in the prompt. Okay? The first verb is write. Write what? Write an essay. Okay? So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm writing an essay. So what? What else? About what? Write an essay that details. So I'm detailing. I detail. We detail. So that's a verb in this case. Okay? So detail can be a verb, like I detailed my car. Okay? So I'm detailing. Okay, what am I giving details about? Why it's difficult to confirm historical discoveries. So why it is difficult to confirm historical discoveries. Okay, so this is the stuff that you're going to just put on your planning sheet. Remember, you get a couple of sheets of paper for planning. So I would just kind of scribble this out just to keep myself on track. Okay, and remember, how could you get this wrong? You can get this wrong by what? By summarizing. Do not summarize. You can either get it wrong by summarizing or by getting off topic. Okay? You don't want to summarize. You don't want to get off topic. That's why I said topic here, historical discoveries. Don't be telling me about how Christopher Columbus came over here and why he came over here and what he did and all about him. It's not about Christopher Columbus. It's about why it's difficult to confirm that something is historical or not, like the finding is discovered historical or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the actual prompt. Okay, the part that I care about is right here because I have to get either my claim or my controlling idea out of there. Remember, you're going to steal from the prompt for your most important sentence. Okay, for argumentative, it's going to be a claim. But again, remember, we figured out that this is actually expository, explaining. So there won't be a claim. We call that a controlling idea or a thesis. Okay, so let's see here. I can't really use that. What part can I steal? This is giving me instructions. Okay. Okay, now we're getting to something here. It says why it is difficult to confirm historical discoveries. That's more of what I'm writing about. So I really like that. I think I may have figured it out here. Let me go ahead and copy that. And let me put that as my controlling idea. Okay. And me back that out. So this looks like a really good controlling idea. What did Miss Knoll tell me? She told me that it cannot be a question. If my controlling idea or claim is a question, then I'm asking the reader, hey, why is it difficult to prove? Now it's like the reader has to do it. It's my job to tell the reader why it's difficult to confirm historical discoveries. So how can I fix this so that it's not a question? Your claim or your controlling idea should not be questions. Okay? So take a look here. What can I get rid of to make this a declarative sentence and not a question? Okay, you're right. You got to take out the word why. Okay, let's go ahead and back this up. Capitalize that. That's it. It is difficult to confirm historical discoveries. Perfect. Okay, so that sentence has to make it into your introduction. Okay, a lot of you, when you wrote that essay about people can't successfully live on Mars or people can't live successfully on Mars, you never actually put your claim in the introduction. So even if this is the only part that makes it into your introduction, okay, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that claim or controlling idea in the introduction. So you got to make this, put it in your introduction. Even if your introduction is just one sentence, that's not ideal, but at least you'll have that big piece that they're looking for. And then you can figure out how to add background information. Okay, thank you.